In this short video, we will talk about human resources administration. This video is based on Chapter 15 from Lunenburg and Ornstein's Educational Administration Concepts and Practices, published in 2011 by Cengage Learning. So we will talk about the human resource management process and stages in that process, such as human resource planning, recruitment, selection, professional development, performance appraisal, and compensation. The personnel process consists of the following steps. First, human resource planning, recruitment, selection, next professional development, then performance appraisal, and compensation. Okay. So one thing administrators should always be aware of is the changes in laws regulating the personnel process. So that is usually the biggest source of challenges for most administrators. So human resource planning. It begins with the forecast of the number and types of employees needed to achieve the organization's objectives. Right? And importantly, planning also includes preparation of job descriptions and specifications. So if you are planning to hire someone and you don't have a job description and specifications for that position, that means you didn't do the planning very well. Next, it's recruitment, and it involves the initial screening of prospective employees. And importantly, sources of prospective employees can be located inside or outside of the organization. After recruitment, selection takes place, and selection involves choosing an individual to hire from among the pool of applicants who have been recruited. So what we use here is things like biographical information, testing, interviews, reference checks, assessment centers, and there are some other ways these days, such as probably Googling a candidate and the candidate's social media profiles. That is not unheard of. So all of those things are used as aids in the selection process. After you have hired a new employee, it is the next stage of HR, administration is offering professional development. Okay, and professional development helps employees perform their jobs better and prepares them for future jobs. The process of professional development involves determining development needs, designing and implementing the development program, and finally evaluating the development program. Another important step in the HR development process is performance appraisal. Right? This is the systematic observation and evaluation of employees' behavior, right? And there are many methods of appraisal. Some of them are as follows: judgmental approach, absolute standards approach, and the results-oriented approach. Okay, so the judgmental approach basically compares an employee with other employees, right? And usually a person is rated on some characteristics or maybe behavioral dimensions. Okay. The absolute standards approach is different from the judgmental approach in that it compares an employee's performance to a certain standard rather than to other employees. Okay. Finally, the results-oriented approach, becoming quite common these days, is the evaluation of quantitative and qualitative results of an employee instead of comparing the performance to a standard. Okay. And finally, compensation is the part of the human resource administration that includes wages and salaries and other benefits. Okay, so wages and salary levels are usually tied to what other organizations in the field pay.